I'd already grouped them together, so that was nice and easy. There we go, the big hangar opens up and you can see the frame of what I'm starting to build in here. Now, you already know that I've been working on this, which is the MM1 or Mini Manta 1, which I might actually put a little decal on the back here. MM1. And over here, that's the atmospheric version. It's actually got no large thrusters on it. I could replace that whole thing with a large thruster though, which is probably what I would do. If it comes to it, I might put another one at the back and have to lower something as well, because I'm not really sure this is responsive enough. That's why we're going to test it in a minute. Over here though is another ship I've been working on, which is a hydrogen variant of the fighter. Now I actually saw an image on Instagram which kind of made me come up with this design, this little circular ring around the front nose here, which doesn't really do anything, it's just for aesthetics. I haven't painted this one yet, it's still white, so I'm not really sure. I'll probably go with the same colour scheme as the other ships. But you can see it's got all of its hydrogen thrusters, which are these ones particularly quite well hidden, because I do want at least to maintain some ability to stop in combat. If they're shooting at your weapons, then these two are very likely to get taken out, or this one when it comes to an angle. These side thrusts, I've got one buried a little bit further in there and three here. Might end up putting another one a bit further down. On the back here, I've just got an arrangement of the 4 large thrusters in a slight arc, and then 2 little thrusters tucked in above them. And then underneath the ship, you can see there are 3 large thrusters, just arranged at slightly different heights, because the ship actually goes from that level up. You can see it's built on a slightly, I don't really know what you'd call that shape. It is a curve, I suppose. It's like a banana, an upside down or the right way of banana, depending on which way you look, thinking of the curve. Yeah, so it's got the 3 large thrusters, and then I think it's 7 small thrusters at the back here, and tucked underneath the front here are 3 more small thrusters, on top of which are conveyors, and on top of those, so the conveyors sit on this block here, and up here I've got a row of gyroscopes sort of hidden nicely in the middle. It's all conveyed up, although I do seem to be having an issue with these 2 front Gatling guns, because like I say, the connectors are in the front there, they connect up to the front of this, but they're not piped all the way through to the containers, cargo containers, which are tucked away over here. It's also got a hydrogen engine tucked in here, so that it can recharge the battery, which is tucked in under here, which you can just see in there. So it runs off hydrogen. It has battery power to keep it and its systems running, and then I'll turn the hydrogen engine off when the battery is charged. So I feel like that's probably the best way to do it, although I've never really done any testing on whether hydrogen is a better source of energy directly or inversely. So yeah, we'll see about that. Again, large connector in the middle there, so it can connect, set on a slightly reversed inclination there, just so that you can plug it in nicely. Has slightly less guns than this one. This has got 6 on the top and 4 on the bottom for a total of 10, plus 6 mini Gatling turrets. This has no mini Gatling turrets on it, as you can see, but it does have 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, 1 facing backwards for defensive purposes, and 2 on the front here, which is a total of 8. So it's not quite as many, but with it being night time, it's probably not the best time to take the ships out and show you what's going on with them. So rather than doing that, I'm just going to jump in here and take them off recharge, put them on auto, turn them on, and then unlock from the base. And as you can see, we don't really have that much power. Do you want to avoid hitting the turbines on our way up to said main hangar? Now, like I just mentioned, the large hangar bay up here is mostly just scaffolding, really. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do. I think I've got 2 bays over this side, which, as you can see, are about the right size for a fighter to fit in. And then I've just got this small space on the end here where I think this ship is basically going to live. So I'll just tuck this back over here in its own private little corner. Set the landing gear, turn them off, put the batteries on recharge so that they don't waste any energy whilst it's not plugged in. And yeah, there we go. I mean, it tucked in quite nicely. Not all the way back there, but that is in its little bay. I might nip a little bit more of that face out just so it looks a little bit neater. The larger bay here will probably end up being for this fighter, and I'll keep it lower to the ground. Might have like this neat little way to just get up on the back of the wing, so you can see with this method, even if the connector is in this space, I will have a space here and here to come up one onto a block and then step out onto the wing to get round and in. I mean, it shouldn't be necessary if it's 1 block off the floor, but jumping 1 block or 1.5 blocks is really difficult. So just having a way to get on the back of the wing there would be quite nice, and it keeps it out of the way if it's in the back, so you don't have to fly over it when you come out. So like I say, just at the back there would just be a little ramp, little block, the connector would be here, and you could walk straight out on top of the craft. This one is probably going to end up in the bay next to it, and whether I fit hangar doors again to them, I don't know. They're already in a hangar. Do I need to put more hangar doors in? I'm not really sure. Then I've got the 2 bays over here, which I might actually take the little welding grinding ship out of there and put them in these hangars. And then here you can see I've just built a bit of a wall, and I'm going to have another hangar door, surprisingly, just taking up this space here, and this will lead into the secret part of the facility. Now, if you have any inclination as to what I'm going to do here, I will be very surprised. Somebody was talking in a previous video about interior blocks, so there's a clue as to what I will be doing behind here. Just see a little door here as well, so there'll be a sneaky little way in just outside this hangar to get in here and into what will be the secret facility within the secret facility. So let's jump inside here. You can see I've got everything set up already. All I need to do is put the hydrogen engines on, which they will flicker into life. I need to come down here. Ooh, that is not good. It managed to absorb the block, I think. And it also doesn't seem to have the power to lift itself, which is also not good. Let's just look at the thrusters. Will it do anything? No. So, is that because it weighs too much? Or is it something to do? The block's just fallen out. With the game engine. So let's quickly find out by adding these. I need grids, motors, tubes. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We'll find out. Enough for one, I think. Because I need more motors. No, perfect. So they're now both spooling up. Yeah, it is very heavy. Okay. Right. How can I deal with that? I think the simple answer would be to add some of these, because it's only whilst it's on the planet that it's going to weigh so much, right? So if if I build in some like little modules, I was thinking just here, but then that would kill this and this, or would it? Like when it is here, it's not strictly in the way, but then the bottom of the thing, yeah, I think you're right. It would fit just, but I would much rather have this completely hydrogen. So I think what's going to end up happening here is I will extend the bottom half of the ship primarily need to do that, and then I would just put another one there. And I might just be able to wrap one layer of this around here and then back in underneath this one, which I think, given the situation, is probably what I'm going to do. Let me just quickly turn that off. Large thruster off, and then 1, 2, 3. Cool. And I didn't grind anything else down unnecessarily. So you can go in there. Again, so it's in the right place. Comps and grids. Just enough. Nice. Okay, so that one didn't come on automatically, which is interesting. Still got plenty of ice in there, so that. I don't actually know. We'll have to see whether that works or not. So thrusters, and add them two. Cool. Was it because of that? Now the engines are not coming on, so what is happening? Hydrogen engines are off, so it's not burning anything there. The hydrogen tanks are all full. Yeah, all full. Off. So now they should work. Are they on? No, they're still not on. So honestly, I don't know what's going on right now or why it's doing this. I say the tanks are all full of hydrogen. They're all plumbed into the hydrogen thrusters. It should just work, and it was just working a minute ago, so why not anymore? Well, it works when this one turned on, but not this one. So again, am I going to have to do something like logging and relogging? Which is extremely frustrating because it takes like 20 minutes. Well, it doesn't. It doesn't take 20 minutes, but yeah, it's just frustrating that the game doesn't work the first time round if this fixes it, so we'll see. Sometimes it does glitch. I don't know if I would call it a trash game, but yeah, it's got some problems. So yeah, I'll just reload the game, figure out whether it's working. If it does work, I'll take it out for a quick flight. If it doesn't work, then yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out something between episodes to find out why it's not working. Because that is frustrating. So yeah, okay, I think I figured out what the problem is. So not a huge issue because I can actually fix that quite quickly. So hopefully the engine is running. Yep, it is running. Cool. Current output 500 kilowatts. Battery fully recharged in 2 hours. Okay, so that was what the issue was. Hopefully, when we look at these are depleting. Oh, that's interesting. Are they depleting or are they filling? Even with the engine running, so yeah, they're all filling back up. I think I'm going to leave that battery on there for now because I don't know if taking the other one off and leaving that one on recharge will stop that being able to run. I don't think it would, but I'm not going to risk it. I might just quickly, if I hop into the battery and put it back on auto, it has got 14 kilowatts, 15 kilowatts of power in it, so turn them on and they don't work, or maybe I didn't add them in, because they are the only ones that are not on. Turn them off, quick, don't waste the fuel. Thrusters, there should be. There should be 2 in here which are not turning on. Is that because well, I know you connected, unless maybe I didn't weld one up fully, which I suppose is potential. That's definitely welded up properly, so I don't know what is happening there. Maybe I do need to rethink why this won't convey from the front to the back. Even though it's not coming up on the menu either. There's just weird, like, strange things happening. So yeah, the same thing goes on this side. I just wish I'd got distance and all that stuff in order to lift it off the ground, I suppose. No? Although if I come underneath, I can actually see what's going on. Well, I know that block has a conveyor behind it. Likewise, so does that one. So let's sort this out now so I don't have to mess around again. I need the interior plates. Find where I'm at. Plates. I think that's all I need really. The tubes. Around the other side. Yeah. Now, if these ones had fuel before, because they're all connected to the back, the front ones should all have fuel now. So, that being said, let's get those blocks filled in so that they're covered. And shape was that? I know what it is. Okay. Right. Hopefully. Right, that. There we go. Now you're on. And I didn't even tell you to do that. So, right thruster. Which, this is the left direction. And that one's not on at all, so Right, I think that's fixed that. Okay, so if I turn everything on, there are 3 engines underneath there that have come on. They've all come on. They've all come on. They're all on. Side thrusts are all on. All the reverse thrust and all the down thrusters are working. Yeah, cool. And she floats, which is perfect. So, with what we got, 27 minutes of battery, 87. We're using quite a lot of fuel just sat here. So flying around. It's not going to last very long. On Earth. And that's probably just because of those small tanks. Now, if I was to design the ship around the larger tanks, I would assume it would have a lot greater range on it. But literally, I've just flown that out there and back in here, and my hydrogen is now at less than half of what it was when I came in. So yeah, it's a feasible ship for sure. It's got a lot of power. It needs a couple more gyros though. I think it's not the most responsive ship I've built. But as for utility, yeah, it's a gunship. Hydrogen gunship that will work when we get into space. So turn that off, that, and then turn that off. We're all good. So this little battery on the front is just going to help power everything for a little while. If I need to, I can just add one on again. But that ship fits nicely in there. Oh, an awful lot of room to go backwards, so having a hangar door, probably not likely. Now, I can already see this design as a twin hull feature, which will allow me to put more guns across it and probably put those large hydrogen tanks in each wing. There just wasn't enough room for that, and 2 sets of guns and all the piping for the hydrogen. So for sure, the next ship is again going to be another hydrogen one, but it will be, and I'll use this one for it because that one's already in there, and yeah, this will become the new hydrogen fighter ship, which rather than just turning up with a built ship, that's probably what I will do in the next episode, is just build that. So yeah, and if you've got any suggestions for names for this ship, I would like to see it, like the onion ring maybe, I don't know. We can colour it orangey yellow and it can be disgusting and beautiful at the same time. And if you've got any ideas for things to do. Like I say, somebody's given me an idea for something to do in here. Eventually I will get round to doing the Mandalorian and the Boba Fett ship, but I'm not in a huge rush to get to those two at the minute because they are going to be quite difficult to do, and it takes me away from what I want to do. So next episode, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this beast out. I'll take the back end off. Stick the ammo back away. One more. Stick the old connector on the back here. Nice, nice, nice. And here, put a hinge here. Assume that is that one. Okay, so when that folds up and that folds across, it's probably going to want a conveyor block in the middle, like so. And then, yeah, eventually a connector on the top there. So parking's not engaged. I've got no jetpack fuel, so yeah, there is no way I'm pushing that out of the way. So this probably calls for the same thing here. Assume that's why the battery died, because I left the light on. And it might want 2 blocks. And then the connector. Just the one. So I need a little bit of everything. Let's do Steel tube, computer, and plates. Right. Okay. Now, hinge. You. Well, that's the one outside, so I know that's fine. 360, 335, 0. So it's going to be this one and the other one. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so it's not that hinge, it's this hinge that I want to move first. So we'll just put them at somewhere here. And if I reverse it, yep, that seems to be working. And it is raising both blocks and the other hinge, which is what I wanted. I think that should be fine for that one. And I think somewhere about there should probably be fine for that one as well. Yeah, they look a good height. The only issue is it now too far or too close to the wall to connect properly? To it. Okay. Will it lock? I think it locked. It did. Cool. So off, go into the G menu and just get that connector. This one. truck. Just switch lock. Okay, so those batteries on recharge. Yeah, so Bubba, if you're watching, I took your hint with the hinges. It is a much better idea. I think I'm going to have to figure something a little bit cleaner than this out. Maybe raise this one a bit more, dip that one a bit more so it's sort of coming closer to me, but it's still at the same height, because he is right up against the wall, virtually. I mean, I could go a bit further, but the thing moves, so why? Anyway, so that was this episode. Close the base up a little bit for the night. And yeah, you can see just quickly there, go over the ice mine that I built, the turbine post, which is probably going to have to turn into something a little bit cooler than that. Yeah, and then yeah, the new landing platform, which, like I say, will extend all the way over there. If I had enough plate, I'd probably do that now, but the episode's already going on, so you've seen what I've done in here. That battery is now dead as well, so I'll get rid of that. I need to build a connector, get these things connected in, otherwise they are going to end up dead. I'm going to have to keep building batteries for them. So like I say, next episode is just quite a lot of cleaning up, really, getting a lot of projects finished. Not sure, I did specifically say I was going to do something else next episode, which was probably take something out, go for it and explore, which was the gun truck. I do want to have a little look around because I've not really been anywhere apart from in base. Try and cause a little bit of trouble for myself, get some people to come after me, that kind of stuff. So we're at the point now where I can defend myself and I can go out looking for trouble, so why not? I'm also done on this. We're starting work on fighters and we'll work out the best fighter for me, and then we'll start working on a dropship and the mothership, and we can start going and looking at the moon and the other planets. So as of now, I think it actually went 51 or 52 today. I haven't updated this for this episode. It is, like I say, 50 or 51 today, and I have updated this. So Alwyn Rail is the newest subscriber. I've taken off the top one, and that's what will happen. We'll just progressively move this up. So if we're getting a lot of new subscribers, then you probably won't see people very much. Otherwise, I'll just put a new screen up with new subscribers on. So again, thank you all of you for watching, for liking, sharing, commenting, all that stuff. Really appreciate it. I hope you like what we're doing here. If you've got any suggestions for the base, like I say, there will be that secret facility up in the back of the hangar there that we'll be working on, and a couple of other things. But yeah, if you've got anything that you want to suggest, you want to see, yeah, comment down below, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next episode. Appreciate it, and safe.